Okay, take 3. First take, I just keep messing up. Second take, Draisaitl is not a first overall pick, guys. Remember that. And this is the third time, so there you go. So today's another draft video, and I think this is the 4th one, I want to say. I mean, we have, if you include this skit, I think it's the 5th one, but I think it's the 4th one. So yeah. We're ranking the top 10 first overall picks of the decade. So there are going to be some arguments here. You could be like, oh no, Rick DiPietro should be number 10. I don't know, so whatever. Number 10, I have Rick Nash. Now, you could argue that it could be Kovalchuk. You could argue that it could be DiPietro, or it could be Yakupov or Nugent Hopkins, or even Taylor Hall. But I don't see Taylor Hall in that column. So Rick Nash here, let me click on his career stats here. He was selected in 2002 by the Columbus Blue Jackets, and he played his seasons with the Blue Jackets, of course, the Rangers, and the Bruins. He's also the reason why Nasher has a channel, so there you go. His career totals, 1,060 games played, 437 goals, 368 assists, and 805 points. He didn't crack that 500 goal mark, unfortunately, but that's okay. So he's number 10 because he has over 800 points. There's no way he's not in the top 10, to be honest with you. But so yeah, that's number 10. Number 9 is Ilya Kovalchuk. So he was drafted a year before Rick Nash, and he is still playing. So I think he's like one of the oldest draft picks behind Joe Thornton, I'm pretty sure, actually, to be still playing. So yeah, so he was drafted in 2001 by the Atlanta Thrashers, now the Winnipeg Jets. So I guess, yeah, the Jets drafted him, but Atlanta drafted him. He split his teams with the Thrashers, of course, the Devils, the Kings, the Canadiens, and most recently the Capitals. So his career totals, I can't talk. 926 games played, 443 goals, 433 assists, and 876 points. Of course, he's above 876 points, so there's no surprise I'm putting him above that point. Number 8. Now, you could say that he could go low, he could go higher, because he probably could. And he is Marc-Andre Fleury. So now he was drafted the year after Rick Nash. He's still playing, of course. His pick was a part of a trade from Florida, which is the same as Rick Nash's pick. Florida's just giving up first-round picks left and right. So yeah, Marc-Andre Fleury's career stats here. He's played 847 games, has had 466 wins, 266 losses. So there you go. He has over 400 wins. Of course, he's almost at 500, and he was drafted in 2003. He's played nearly 20 seasons. And I gotta say, about maybe 2 more seasons, and he's at that 500 win mark. So there you go. But will he last 2 more seasons? I don't think so. I think he might retire. Tuukka Rask, we did talk about him retire, but he is open to contract offers now. So I thought I'd include that in here. So there you go. So he played his career with Pittsburgh and Vegas. He was a key part of their Stanley Cup final run for Vegas. And before that, I think he won 3 cups with Pittsburgh. So there you go. He is number 8. Number 7, you could vote him above the number 6 pick that I have, and that is Nathan MacKinnon, the earliest pick so far. He was drafted in 2013 by the Colorado Avalanche, and that is the team that he's played for so far in his entire career. So we load in his career stats here. So his career stats, he has played 525 games, 190 goals, 305 assists for 495 points. He's almost at that 500 point mark. He just passed the 300 assist mark a few games ago, and he's almost at that 200 goal mark. So there you go. He's never got a 100 point season in his entire career. Do I see him getting a 100 point season? Definitely. He's totally gonna get a 100 point season, of course. So his past 3 seasons from 2017 to now, he's had 90 point seasons, 97 points, 99 points, and 93 points. That 93 points could go higher. He could get 100 points this season if they play the rest of the regular season games. So there you go. He's at number 7. You could argue him to be higher after my number 6 pick, Steven Stamkos. So Steven Stamkos was drafted in 2008 by the Tampa Bay Lightning, and he's been playing with that team ever since. His stats, I think Kovalchuk actually has more points than him, but I think he's a much better player than Kovalchuk. So he has played 803 games, has had 422 goals, 410 assists for 832 points. So there you go. Has he had a 100-point season in his entire career? No, he has not. He's come close a lot of times, though. Last season, the season before this season, he had 98 points. He's had 97 points, 91 points, 95 points. He's come really close at times. But he has never hit that 100-point season mark. So I don't think we had a player who's had 100-point seasons yet. So there you go. He's at number 6. You could argue him to be lower. You could argue McKinnon is better than him. But you can even argue Kovalchuk's better than him. But he's really good now. And so, yeah. Number 5 is Austin Matthews. You could argue him to be higher, but this is where I have him. He was drafted in 2016 by the Toronto Maple Leafs. He has played 282 games, 158 goals, 127 assists for 285 points. This guy dominated his first year. Scored 4 goals in his NHL debut, and he won the Calder. And I'm pretty sure he might have won some other. That's it. He might win some other hardware today. So, I mean not today, this year. So, get ready for that. He has played 4 seasons with the Maple Leafs, so of course he's ranked, and I think he is the latest pick in this entire rankings, so there you go. Number 4, so we're getting down into the top 5 now, and I have Patrick Kane. So Patrick Kane here for the Chicago Blackhawks. He was drafted in 2007. Philly should have won that. Philly should have won that draft lottery. We would have gotten Kane, and then we could have won. We probably would have won multiple cups by now. But Van Riemsdyk's not too bad of a disimprovement, so I'm not too angry. So yeah, Patrick Kane, his career stats: he has over 1,000 points, 973 games played. He's close to that 100-game mark. He'll get there as early as next season. So. He's had 389 goals, 633 assists for 1,022 points. Very good stats. He hit 1,000 points this season, of course. He's gotten plenty of points since then. And why he's ranked number 4 is pretty obvious. So number 3, now you could argue him to Patrick Kane to be better than him, since Connor McDavid has not played as much seasons as him. But at number 3, I have McDavid. So he was drafted in 2015 by the Edmonton Oilers. He's very good, and he is the final pick in the 2010s. I will say that it's pretty obvious who is going to be who the players are for the picks in 20 in the top 2. So Connor McDavid drafted 2015 by the Oilers, and he's played 351 games, has had 162 goals, 307 assists for 469 points. Now, I know he's probably the lowest ranked player in the top 5 right now for draft picks. But mind you, he has played 5 seasons and has had basically 100-point seasons in all of them but his rookie year. And his rookie year, I think he might have even won the Calder. Oh, no, he didn't. But he won the Art Ross Trophy in 2016-17 and 2017-18. He won the Ted Lindsay Award in 2016-17 and 2017-18 as well. And he won the Hart Trophy in 2016-17. So he's got a lot of hardware. And he's going to win a Stanley Cup. They announced today, Gretzky says, it's actually in the news here, Gretzky says McDavid will win a Stanley Cup one day because he's too good not to win a cup. That's pretty obvious. So, of course, he's in the top 3. You could argue that Patrick Kane's better than him. Austin Matthews is better than him. You could argue that Stamkos is even better than him in some ways. But I think Connor McDavid is totally number 3. You might say I'm ranking him too high, but I don't think I am. So number 2, Now, you could argue him as number 1 or number 3, whether you think you could go at. Alex Ovechkin, drafted in 2004 by the Washington Capitals. It is very obvious that he is in the 100 greatest players, and he's played 1,152 games, 706 goals, 572 assists for 1,278 points. Great stats. And is he going to get Gretzky? I think he's going to, but my news of the future doesn't say that. So I'm just gonna say that. So there you go. Let's see here his awards. He's won the Art Ross Trophy in 2007, 2008. He's won the Maurice Richard from 2007. I'm just gonna list them all off here. 2007, 2008, 2008, 2009, 2012, 2013, 2013, 2014, 2014, 2015, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, and 2018, 2019. 10 Lindsay Awards. He's won 3 of them. 2007, 2008, 2008, 2009, 2009, 2010. So back to back to back. Hart Memorial Trophy. He's won that 2007, 2008, 2008, 2009, and 2012, 2013. The Conn Smythe. He won that in 2017-18 because they won the Cup that year. The Calder. He won in 2005, 2006, and the Stanley Cup. He won in 2017, 2018. So there you go. That's Ovechkin. Amazing player. Number 1. You could argue he's number 2, but there's really no argue. Sidney Crosby of the Pittsburgh Penguins, drafted in 2005. Of course, the lockout season, but Crosby played amazing in the QMJHL. He's probably Lafreniere is probably the best player since Crosby. So his stats: 984 games played. He hasn't even played 1,000 games. He has more. Well, no, but he has more points than he does games played. So, and you can say that's because he got injured a lot of them, but stats don't say that. 984 games played, not even 1,000 games. 462 goals, 801 assists for 1,263 points. His hardware: he's won the Mark Messier NHL Leadership Award in 2009-2010, the Art Ross Trophy in 2006-2007, and 2013-2014, the Maurice Richard in 2009-2010, Ted Lindsay Award in 2016-2017, the Ted Lindsay Award in 2006-2007, 2012-2013, 2013-2014. He's won the Hart Memorial Trophy in 2006-2007 and 2013-2014. Conn Smythe, he's won twice, back-to-back years, 2015-2017. The Stanley Cup, he won in 2008-2009 and 2015-2017. So there you go. Crosby stats, it's pretty obvious he's first overall, of course. So I think he's first overall in about almost 100% of draft rankers' rankings. So there you go. That's going to be our first one. Thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, please do like and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one.